this, like.
Now. Kendra. Now. Clearly.
Are we gonna say anything about how Kendra's using that hammer?
Kenny, you gotta hold the end of it.
It gets worse.
Why do you hold it there?
Kendra, Grandpa's dad, your great-grandpa, saw Grandpa using a hammer that way, and what he did, he went over and he yanked the hammer out of his hand, he took out his saw, and he cut the handle in half. And he gave it back to him, and he says, here, you're not using the rest of it anyway. If you would hold the hammer at the back of the handle, you get a lot more power when it hits the nail. And when you start doing this, I don't know what the heck you were trying to do there, but it's gonna take you a long, 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 long time to put in a nail.
I have my glasses on. This means you have to see better than me.
Today's Tuesday. Still working on the roof.
Fade back to day one where Quentin said,
I'd like to think maybe we can get the roof stripped today.
I think Quentin thought we'd knock this whole thing out in about 3 days.
Of course, we discussed this. This is going to be a big project.
I think we should put a number up there to count how many times Quentin's
Quit's a
talking about
stripper.
We started at the halfway point yesterday, stripping it. Say we got maybe almost another quarter of it done. So we have roughly a little over a quarter of the roof left to strip. And we're going to stop the stripping for now because our dumpster is full and they tell us they can't pick it up until Wednesday. We have pretty close to half of the roof, of the stripped roof material sitting on the roof on this end, waiting to be thrown into the dumpster. But that dumpster's full. We're forced to wait on them to come pick that one up, bring us another one, bring us an empty one, so we can get all that crap off our roof so I can continue stripping, because right now I have no more area to strip because my lines of trash are to my point where I've stopped stripping. So we're going to pause on the stripping until the dumpster's taken care of, and we're going to focus on some of the patches and stuff that are on that roof.
This was as bad as it looks. Those guys patched this roof in about 20 spots, and they just nailed down one buys right on top of the roof decking instead of sinking it in and lowering their studs. I don't know why they did it that way. So we fixed it all up, cleaned them holes up good. Quentin was a trooper. Nico was a trooper. Everybody was. I have no complaints. Everybody dug right in.
Yellow pry bar became the best tool.
Yellow pry bar, that's not what you call it.
I call it the trident.
Now we set that down to the proper level and we can put our sheeting on, and our roof will actually be flush. It doesn't have a 3/4 inch bump every 15 feet. I do not understand why these guys did what they did there.
See, look how fast.
Yeah, I know.
Like such a big job.
How it takes a while.
literally like nothing.
Honestly, if you watch this, I just do a lot of standing around.
Yeah. Look, you just like look like you're.
See that? Seriously, just watch.
Dude,
It gets worse.
how do you just stand in the hole for half of the time?
Well, I was working.
My kids were laughing the other night when we watched this video because I'm wearing a hat. For those of you that don't know me, it probably doesn't mean much, but for those of you that know me, Shane don't wear hats, ever. So Scott, if you watch this, my kids all thought you came to help roof that day. That was their initial, they thought that was my cousin Scott, which I do look a lot like Scott. Actually, technically, I think he looks a lot like me. He came after me, so.
This is a few days later. New dumpster arrived, so we can now get rid of our trash piles. So we spent a couple hours that morning cleaning up our trash piles so we could continue stripping the roof after this. sunrise because it definitely ain't a sunset.
It's definitely big sky. Liar.
Wow. You're so funny.
I thought the sky was small. Because you're small-minded.
There was over 20 of these holes, guys. 20, nothing, there's very little rot on the roof, which made me very happy, but there was 20 of these holes. And the only reason I had to deal with them is because they were above the roof. They were on top of the sheeting instead of where they were supposed to be. On the other side, this side of the roof, we did find a little rot.
Day 67, captain's log.
Wait, is it actually
We're
67?
totally showing up to
Oh, I was like,
This
wait.
is when Quentin was talking about
I was like,
that.
gosh, it's like that's the end. Well, they were practically.
We're on some strange planet called Earth.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Maybe you could say we're a little lazy. It feel like it's taking a long time.
Because Quentin thought we'd be done in 3 days.
I would imagine at least 2 or 3 more days.
It's not super late. It's like 11. We'll probably be able to finish it in one day.
Yeah, I'd like to think maybe we can get a roof stripped today. It's been about 2 weeks, just another day. There's a lot to do here. It's a big roof, and everything you go to do is not simple. It's just all complicated.
It's not complicated, it's just really hard work.
We did take yesterday off because we actually
We have some fresh blood.
Cassie is an asshole.
He didn't
He
like the way
kept
we
getting
get off the
concerned
list.
about how
The
I
lift.
would sit on the wall or I'd be standing too close to the wall, and he thinks I'm just gonna jump off.
So Cassie, sue me. I care about my children dying.
No, he was very particular about how you get off the lift.
Probably 800 times I complained about the way they behaved around the edge of this roof. Any parent can understand this.
He wants you to have your hands on the
He
lift
doesn't want
at
you to
all
fall.
times and not just hop on down.
Off the lift like
And so he was like, you need to hold it, step over, still hold it, get both your feet down, and then get down. We just like, nah, we'll fall over. It's fine.
You're nervous about your children and their overconfidence and stupidity, and mine have all of that still. It doesn't matter how old they are, they still have it.
And Cassie was supposed
I
to be
told
showing
him-
us how to do it, and she
I
wasn't
told
doing
him
that.
it takes 2 steps to get out of the basket, and he takes 7,
So you're bullying him.
pretty much. That's not nice. Which he bullies us all the time. So it's only fair.
They still think they're super people that can like fly off of a building or whatever, and I just want them to be careful like me, and they don't do it. So I stand by my statement about Cassie.
I saw Rachel get out, she just grabbed the sides.
Just like lift herself up.
That's how I
But
get.
Dad
Dad
didn't
didn't like that.
Break into a somersault.
Roll into one of the holes.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Straight down. All just.
I'm out.
the rest of the Willems gang flew up to meet us. We've got majority of them for 4 days. Kendra, Steffi, and Laura are going to fly back on Tuesday, so they'll be leaving Tuesday morning. But Mandy and Rachel and Walker are going to stay with us until the end. Rachel's going to be the babysitter, and Mandy's just going to be an extra hand up here.
Which made Quentin very happy. He was like a grumpy old bear up there without Mandy and Walker.
Yeah, we're just going to keep on grinding today. And yeah, if anybody in Anaconda watches these videos, I didn't get a chance to ask Bill Everett when we spoke to him.
Way to name drop there, Quentin.
But I think I understand that it stands for Anaconda Copperheads. But on your heels, your C comes before the A. So
You're really that worried about what the AC is.
I think we understand what it stands for. I'm just wondering why the C comes before the A. Is it because the A, they did the A first and they did it over here, and they were like, well, now we got to put a C somewhere, and the only place they could put it was over here?
They simply put the A up there, and then later on, somebody came by and said, hey, I don't care if you put a C on my mountain, or they went and put a C on their mountain, because there was already an A over there. Would you rather it been AA? I mean, they're totally separate things. We'll just know that one stands for Anaconda and one stands for Copperheads. People come in, they see the C, and it's like school spirit, rah, 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 and they see the A, and it's like Anaconda, we're awesome. You're overthinking it, man, and now you're embarrassing me because you're sharing it with the rest of the world. I don't get it.
I'm still just curious. That's why the C comes before the A. Maybe it doesn't stand for copperheads. Maybe it's something totally different.
No disrespect, no judgment. I just want to know why.
Oh, that poor cut saw. Again, we were smart in doing that, cutting those strips, and I'm glad I brought that cut saw thinking I might have to do this, but that thing will likely need some work done before we cut any concrete ever again. I think the wheels are full of tar and.
Kind of just block these memories out of my head.
Just in case you weren't sure, we are still stripping the roof here.
I don't know if you saw that Steph was using that.
Yeah.
I came in and used it, and then you came in and like, let me do this. Like,
Quentin's like, y'all are sucking. Quentin said, y'all are struggle busting. This is how it's done.
As easier that the job became using that machine, like
It still was a pain
without
in the
that
butt.
machine, it would be an absolute nightmare. It was still not like an easy task. I mean,
No, I maybe took a third of one row, like that last little section, and man, my thumb was cramping up. It was a lot harder than you would think it would be.
see,
Start.
even in that little bit we've taken off, I mean, you
There's
see
one,
there
two,
are
three.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Three more patches
Yeah.
that we found just in that.
And there's
little bit.
another one right there too. Yeah.
This was so much fun.
It's really
It was so much.
It was a lot of good
Stepping on a
times.
lot of nails.
That little boost of those guys was kind of nice, even though it was just came at a good time. Shortly after David and Caden left, it was just us, and it was really nice just having more haulers, and we could take turns. Wasn't very long; they weren't up there very long, but this was hard work, and it was good to have it done when they left. We're almost to the chimney there, so like I said, this side's about done. Still running into those stupid patches. Look at them; they're everywhere. My dad did this stuff all the time. Funniest part about all this to me is Walker. He didn't budge.
He thought he was being funny.
When the lights come on, you're supposed to get up.
Yeah.
I didn't say that right.
Move your butt.
Why not? This guy's awake.
This guy, Dad used to wake us up
I
at
say
home.
that from like the Frozen thing.
Yeah,
he hasn't
he's-
watched Frozen lately. This
I know.
guy's awake.
So I'm awake, so we have to work. Yeah. That's how he, yeah. But he has Alexas in the whole house, so he played
does.
every Alexa. Blaring the
music.
entire
He would
house,
blare
and they go bang on everybody's door.
Raining tacos.
Yep, raining tacos. Yeah,
So,
just random
he was-
music turns on in our room, so we're just like, what the heck?
I just unplugged my Alexa.
I'm sure you did.
Rich. So yeah, this was Dad's way of waking us up. It was so fun.
He ain't budging.
Walker's still sleeping.
She should have been up.
Baby's not even flinching. Up. You know the rules. I'm not being mean. You know the rules. You guys stayed up too late. Nobody's moving. Me and Nico are done with breakfast. I've made coffee.
We literally none of us care.
Oh, Steffi's all smiley. Look, she's smiling, Nico. Yeah, did you guys even notice his shirt? We gotta go up on the roof.
All of this was me just trying to get everybody up on that roof before it got hot. Our goal was to be up there before 5, and it was like pulling teeth. Got worse and worse and worse.
You want me to mic you up now? Say something intelligent about mornings.
It's early.
What?
It's really early.
It's really early? That's intelligent?
For me and my waking up brain,
Better than what Rachel said.
Intelligent? Get up.
it's like he's fishing. Hey, you wanna take the bait?
Get up. You have something you want to say, Rachel? I can tell you to. Say it. I can take it. Just say it.
It.
What?
It.
Get up.
Rachel does that stuff all the time.
I literally don't remember any of this.
Day 2, and they're already like, oh my God, we can't get up this early.
That was lame video right there because you at least see what I have to deal with. I'm up, I'm ready to go to work, let's go, and this is my crew.
There's Nico in his pink shirt. Got a lot done that day because of that pink shirt.
There's Nico's shirt.
Nico had a
Bright
bright
pink
pink shirt. He was very excited about it.
Nico ruined a bunch of clothes, so we went and took him shopping a couple times, and I don't know exactly why him and Quentin thought that pink shirt would be a good idea. They probably did it to rile me. Men shouldn't wear hot pink. I'm sorry. That's just my feelings, and I'm entitled to that.
See Rachel doing a lot of standing. When you do the time lapse, you kind of start to see trends.
There is so much.
I just don't want to. I'm just glad it's over.
Right? It's like whenever we look at any of our projects, we're like, that took us so much more work and this doesn't even do
We still have
any.
to do the entire building.
Right now, that roof's got to just be going, you know? All of those layers are off. It's got all brand new stuff on it. No water getting to it.
This was our goal. This was our end game for our stripping. That's the chimney right there. That's the edge of the roof. So we were pretty happy that day.
All still technically one job.
It looks like it's
That's
getting
what I'm
done
saying,
really
it's still
fast
doing
right
the
now
whole
too,
thing.
but it was not that fast.
Exactly. So I'm just that plastic was a pain. The amount of crap
We just
had
were
to
walking
spread
around,
out
just like,
all
put a brick
over
here,
it.
put a brick here. Let's
Yeah, and
try
then we had
again.
to take it all off.
Yeah.
Then repeat.
We decided to put down tar paper instead. Tar paper and roofing nails. Because we had already had like 2 rainstorms and they had already flooded in on the inside. And so it's like when it rained outside, it would rain on the inside. And it would ruin some of our stuff. Some of our beds got wet and clothes and stuff like that.
Like, I think everybody's bed got wet. At one point, Nico's bed got hit every time.
Probably, honestly, one of the hardest days we had was nailing that tar paper down.
She's sitting now.
Yeah, that's what we're
She
She
starts like laying down while rolling it. She's just like, okay.
Cassie's
Like,
I'm rolling
Lay
it.
still.
That's my nap time. The wind blowing the camera over it happened a lot.
So this was a nice change. From here we have gone from demolition mode, from stripping the roof, from repairing the patches to building back up now.
We put in so many nails and it wasn't enough because my plan was get it down pretty good, and then we'll come back and nail it off. That thunderstorm kind of came out of nowhere and just brought hail. Like I say, it ripped it all up. We went up there and we finished it up and nailed it off, and it never rained again. And again, we didn't plan on stripping the whole roof. We ended up stripping the whole roof because we ran into the brick problem, and I didn't want to waste time. So while they were fixing the brick, we stripped the rest of the roof.
After the brick guys left, we had to let the mortar and stuff cure on the brick for roughly a week. And so we laid 2x10s along the top of the brick, and that was just to give us something nice and solid to secure our TPO to. And so that's what you'll see me and Nico working on. We're going down those steps with the 2x10s going along the side of the building. Shane and the girls following along, building a frame out on the edge of that wall and then sheeting that with plywood.
Built that all along that one side to widen that wall up and to take some stress away from that narrow little brick wall that was over there.
Alright, you have to say thank you for watching, and Mama's gonna go put you to bed. Say, like and subscribe. See more Walkie. Say Walker. Say Walker.